Welcome to the Points Diva channel. I'm Crystal, aka the Points Diva, and I'm all about taking my family and viewers to the edge of the world, all on points and miles. In this video, we flew to the Maldives and stayed at the gorgeous new Hyatt property, the Alila, all on points. Please hit the like and subscribe button to see how little we paid. So we just arrived back to the international airport in Malé, and our representative from the Alila was here waiting on us, and she's helping us with the check-in. And we'll also, once we check in, this is where we'll take the seaplane, we'll head over to the VIP lounge to wait for our seaplane. All right. So we just left the international airport, heading to the lounge area where we will catch the seaplane. Depending on your hotel, you'll be driven about 5 minutes to the lounge to wait for your seaplane departure. Once it was time to leave, our representative walked us over to the plane. This was truly first class service before we even reached the hotel. Atlas fell in love with the lady. She took him outside for a bit, and he really didn't want to come back to us. Whew, it is hot out here, but we are finally heading on our seaplane. Interesting fact, the Maldives has the most seaplane operators, and they currently have 2, and they're coming up with 2 additional, so they'll have 4 total. And the pilots here are known as the, barefoot pilots. So you'll definitely know who they are because they will wear their wings, but they have Bermuda shorts and flip-flop, but they fly with no shoes on. This is a little off topic, but for my single ladies, if you are open to a pilot, the pilots here are fine. I did get in the business of one, and he stated that he gets plenty of time off, so keep your eyes open, ladies, when traveling here. So this is our second plane. How are you feeling about it?
I'm feeling good.
Feeling good? I do remember it being a little scary, but they said we're the second stop, so I don't know. We'll see, but it's a total of 45 minutes, so I'm excited. I'm ready to just get there.
Yeah, I'm real excited for the Maldives.
Yeah.
Especially this new property.
Let's go. After a 45-minute scenic ride that included 1 drop-off, we were greeted with a welcoming drum line and staff awaiting our arrival. It was the cutest arrival welcome I have ever received. We were introduced to our personal butler for our stay, as well as the department managers. So first initial reaction, this property is absolutely gorgeous. You have to remember they've only been open for just a few weeks. Their real opening isn't until June, but so far it's amazing that when we arrived via seaplane, all of the staff was outside waving at us. It reminded me of the Couples Retreat movie on where they were, I think, in the Maldives or somewhere. That's like one of my favorite movies, FYI. But the resort manager actually gave us a nice little personalized note, and they provided some local fruit, which I have already started partaking in, and some local sweets and some little bubbly. I will be having a little of that as a celebration of our baby moon because this is our last trip, and I'm just so excited, y'all. I cannot wait to show you this room tour, but we are on vacation. The sitting area has a mini bar, TV, and great view of the plunge pool. The bedroom has a king bed, and they even put a cute little crib in there for Atlas. There's also a nice private view of the beach. The bathroom is outdoors, including the shower and tub. The toilet is private and has a door. There was plenty of privacy. The only downside were the mosquitoes. You have direct access to the beach from your villa. We didn't see another villa or person the whole time there. We had complete privacy. Our first night at the Alila, and so far everything has been really good. We are at dinner, and as of right now, they only have 1 restaurant open for dinner. They do have another restaurant that's actually open. Well, they've completed the construction, but they're just waiting on the permits to open. So most likely, you know, when you guys come, that place will be open by that time. But the cutest little thing is for little kids, I believe 3 and under, they eat for free, and we ordered this cute little cheeseburger for Atlas. It's so tiny, but he's gonna love this. He's gonna tear it up. I have to make sure Daddy doesn't eat it. And he has his fries, and they rushed that out because it is his bedtime, and then Mommy and Daddy will enjoy ourselves. Speaking of. So this is our first morning at our hotel, and as of now, when you do, breakfast actually is included in your rate, but they only have a la carte, which, you know, it's still some pretty good options. You can do like a traditional Maldivian breakfast. You can do, I ordered some pancakes as well as an omelet. They had a bread basket. It also includes like cappuccinos, teas, coffees, even like some really nice smoothies. So you have a lot of great options to start your morning. Let's eat. Unfortunately, we didn't have the best weather on this vacation. It was the beginning of rainy season, but we still made the best of it. We dropped Atlas off at the kids club for a little bit, and we had some time to relax and chill. So we are currently at the Alila Kothaifaru Maldives, which is a Hyatt property. And this property is brand spanking new, and it is absolutely gorgeous, y'all. This view, the staff, I mean, it's so modern and clean. It's actually known for it being sustainable, and even if you're into water sports, they don't have any motorized sports. So this is one of those hotels where you can really get that Zen vibe. It's amazing. Let's talk about how many points we used. So it is on the higher end of the Hyatt property redemption. So you'll need 25,000 points per night, which actually it's a pretty good value because all the rooms are villas. We're actually staying in the beach villa. So we have our own pool, we have a living room, a separate bathroom that's outside and absolutely gorgeous. And then they also have water villas. Currently, this is what, May? The water villas are currently not open because they're still in construction, and they actually are trying to make them a bit more private with the outside with the pools. But I believe June, maybe towards the end of June, the water villas will be available. Another fabulous thing about this hotel is you are assigned your own personal butler. Who doesn't love a butler? So a few things to know what they will do for you. So they communicate with you via WhatsApp, and whenever you need a ride to go to lunch, if you want to go to the spa, fitness center, whatever the case may be, just send them a quick text and he'll quickly say on the way, be there in 10 minutes, or whatever the case may be. Any type of reservation, currently, you know, it's only a few of us, so we don't really need reservations to any of the restaurants, but he would make the reservations for you. He did say that he's gonna set up a nice beach dinner for us this evening. He's been setting up the babysitting service, so literally whatever you need, he will do it for you. He even said, you know, we can reach out to him if we want room service. So definitely take advantage of your personal butler. So at 25,000 points per night, let's talk about which credit cards you need to stay here. Hyatt, obviously, they have their own credit cards. They have a personal credit card as well as a business credit card. So you can use either one of those to get here. Another credit card that you probably didn't think about is the Chase card. So this could be that Chase Reserve card, this could be the Chase Sapphire card. Any of the Chase cards that offer the ultimate reward points, you can transfer those points over to Hyatt, stack your point balance, and then you're here in the Maldives. Now let's talk about a few of the out-of-pocket costs to be expected to pay. Getting here, you have to get here on a seaplane, and actually this hotel has two options of getting here. One is a seaplane option, which they bill to your room, and I believe it's around $600 US per person. Or you can do a domestic flight and a boat ride. That does take a little longer, but I believe that price was around $300. So it adds maybe an hour to your flight or to your destination time, travel time, but it is a little bit cheaper. Also note, if your arriving flight to Maldives arrives late at night, you're gonna have to spend the night and get another hotel like at the airport. So just keep that in mind. Now, here at the hotel, a few out-of-pocket costs. Your breakfast is included. However, if you want alcoholic beverages, lunch, dinner, that obviously you pay for out of pocket. They also do offer a high tea, which is for just an hour from 3 to 4. So you can get non-alcoholic beverages as well as snacks. So that's another cost-saving tip. So a great thing about redeeming Hyatt points is if you redeem Hyatt points at your property, you don't have to pay any resort fees. So that's another way to save money. So getting to the Maldives, you actually do not need to have a COVID test. However, you do have to be vaccinated, and they require you to provide this QR code where like a declaration, and they do ask to see that. Even if you have a baby, that baby has to have that QR code as well. Atlas, obviously, he's too young to be vaccinated for COVID. However, we still needed to have that QR code for him, which I really didn't know that. They told us in immigration, so we had to work that out, but we made it. All right, so obviously everyone always asks, how in the world do you travel with kids? And y'all know I am the first to say it is not easy. Now, we live on the East Coast in the United States, and currently we are 8 hours ahead. So what does that mean? Basically, it means that our time zones, our sleep patterns is just all the way messed up, especially with the baby. So how do we navigate that, or how have we been navigating that? We're still trying to figure that out. And it's like our third or fourth night. But I think one thing that helps is having an overnight layover prior to your arrival. That kind of helps you get adjusted to the new time zone. So we did have a layover, a long layover in Singapore. That helped a little bit. Obviously, flying in business or first class helps a tremendous amount because you can literally just get a good like 5 hours of sleep on the flight comfortably. Another thing that I would highly suggest, I know it's, you know, super controversial on giving your kids like melatonin. I'll leave that up to you guys on what you think is best, or Benadryl. But our doctor actually did suggest we give our baby Benadryl. He said to kind of help him sleep on the plane or get him adjusted to the new time zone. Our doctor did tell us that. You do what you want. You consult with your pediatrician prior to. I am not a doctor, so I'm not going to tell you to, you know, give your kids drugs. But, you know, you just really have to roll with the punches. If your child wakes up around, you know, 2 a.m., you know, you wake up with them, try to give them a bottle, give them a little snack, keep the room still dark. Then eventually he'll go back to sleep. But we are up super early. We're going to bed super early, but you know, we are still able to enjoy our vacation. So this property actually has a kids club. However, for the kids club, a parent has to be there to supervise their child. It is kind of small, so I do foresee them in the future probably where you would need to make a reservation ahead of time. But if you would like to have a couple of hours to yourself or with your spouse, they do offer babysitting service in your villa. So we have done that a few times, and it actually has been amazing. The rate for that is $25 an hour, but they come into your villa and, you know, you give them instructions, and it's just super easy, and, you know, just really allows you to take your vacation to another level without your child. For our last night, the hotel set up a babysitter for Atlas and surprised us with a candlelight dinner on the beach. The menu was curated by the chef. So look at this amazing surprise that the hotel provided for us. They basically said we were coming to dinner at 7:30 promptly, and they created this outdoor setup, which is so beautiful. This is probably also the very first time that we've had dinner on the beach like this, but I am super excited for this food, and it's our last meal, so we are definitely going to enjoy it. And the baby is in the villa with the babysitter.
This is our Maldives marination.
So we are slowing down, and this meal was so good, but it was a lot of food. I feel horrible for leaving some of this food, but I mean, even the octopus, the sauce, he created some kind of butter sauce that was thick. Everything was just amazing. Even the bread, like I really want to, y'all know how the other night I was craving about the bread. So this one was like a tomato something, and that was really good. Oh, and then this roasted red pepper dip with it. I have never had something like that. But yes, I'm sleepy and full. And the baby is like, please stop eating so I can move around.
So just had the chef special. So he made some beef with onion and a garlic sauce that was on it. Truly delicious. There was sliced beef, and then there were some carrots and some other vegetables underneath. So that was truly delicious. And he put a rack of lamb on here. I'm not a huge lamb eater, but I did have a piece of that. and it was pretty good. So everything was delicious and tasty. So shouts out to the chef.
We just had the most amazing candlelight beach dinner that was provided to us by the Alila property, and shout out to the chef. I cannot rave about him enough. We basically met him a few days ago. He's from Sri Lanka, and he was just asking us our likes, dislikes, and he said, you know what, I'm gonna make you like a traditional local seafood dish for myself, and then a hearty meat dish for Mr. O, and he delivered and showed out. So I highly recommend, if you guys are staying here, to definitely book your candlelight beach dinner and have the chef to create you something amazing, because I am so full. I need to pack, but I think I'm just gonna go to bed because I am so full and the baby is kicking so much. So I think before I do though, I'm gonna take a little swim. Night swim are the best, and then go to bed. On our last day, our butler set it up for Steve and Atlas to relax in an overwater villa while I went to the spa. This villa didn't have a separate living room and bedroom like the beach villa, and it is a little smaller, but the water views make up for this. Being able to jump from your balcony into the ocean is the best thing ever. The bathroom even had a great view of the ocean from the shower in the tub. Spa Alila was a short buggy ride away and nestled up in the trees. They didn't have a prenatal massage listed on the menu, but they were easily able to accommodate. I just had the most amazing spa experience, and I highly recommend booking a treatment the day you arrive as well as the day you leave, because you're just gonna need it. And the scenery is absolutely amazing. When you're in the treatment room, you hear the native birds and the wildlife, and it just makes it a lot more relaxing. I have the back, shoulder, and neck and scalp massage, which was perfect because I am expecting, sometimes it's a bit uncomfortable to get like a full body massage, but it was the perfect treatment. And now I am sipping on some amazing hot ginger tea. After a few days of the most relaxing vacation, it was time to take a seaplane back to Malé Airport. So we arrived last week to Paradise, and we are leaving in monsoon season. Who knew? Look at this. So we were leaving on the seaplane, and we were supposed to do a drop-off or pickup, which was 5 minutes away, and the pilots basically said we need to make a detour and stop at a nearby hotel because of the weather. So we are waiting here just to determine if we can continue on the seaplane or if we'll have to take a boat. So stay tuned to figure out how do we make it back to the airport. Fingers crossed we can leave soon and the safest route. So when we were leaving the hotel, they presented Atlas a little gift. So I'm super excited to see what it is. It has really pretty wrapping up. Aww. They took that when it was in the daycare. Thank you so much for watching this Alila Maldives hotel review video. Special shout out to the Alila property. The staff was absolutely amazing. You guys really took care of my family and I. I cannot wait to return when everything is fully functional. This property is great for those honeymooners that are looking for a romantic getaway, as well as the families who are looking for beach activities for their kids. So after that horrible weather that we had, we were able to safely get back on the seaplane and head back to the airport. Just be mindful that if you do travel during the rainy season, which is from May to November, there is a strong possibility that you will experience a little inclement weather, but I do suggest you still visit there because the rates are much cheaper. Now, you can almost stay here for free, and if you would like to do that, then click on one of the links links below. I did leave my referral links for the credit cards, and if you are approved, I will get a little kickback. So if you have any questions about this property, feel free to leave them also in the comment section below, and I will gladly answer them. All right, now before I end this video, I am super excited to introduce our viewers to the newest member of the Points Diva crew, and that is baby Aspen. This is our baby girl, and she's doing great. I have to admit, Mr. Atlas is he has his good days and his bad days of being excited and wanting to be a big brother and all of that. Still a little young, so he doesn't fully understand what's going on. But Miss Aspen will join us on our next trip to the Grand Cayman Islands later this year. So we are excited but a little nervous about traveling with 2 under 2. So let me know if you guys have any questions. I will take all the tips in the world. Trust me, I will, you know, this is a work in progress. And if you guys have any questions in regards to getting your baby's passports, getting global entry for your kids, you know, leave them in the comment section below, and I will definitely answer those because we are going through that process with her. And you know, thank you for watching, and catch us on the next trip.